Welcome to Sam Outside. I'm Sam and I'm outside, reminding you that you need more of this. Yeah, you need more time outside. For many, we're affected by what's known as seasonal affective disorder, or the winter blues, or the winter blahs. Yeah, it's totally normal. It has so much to do with the amount of sunlight we get. More importantly, when we get that sunlight. The best sunlight, believe it or not, are those first rays in the morning, which is a challenge at this time of year because that's when it is absolutely frigid. It's the most cold in those first waking hours when the sun comes up. That's right. You might even get a slight dip in the temperature relative to the nighttime temperature, the overnight temperature. It'll feel slightly colder just as the sun's coming up, which is a real reason people don't want to go outside at that time and get the best wavelength. All right. So the best daylight to get is sun up, sundown, and it's the red spectrum. All right. So the truth is, sunlight does so much for it. It's more than just vitamin D, and a lot of us do take vitamin D supplements, but unless we get the direct sunlight, there's very little that it'll do. Vitamin D is not actually a vitamin. It's more of a hormone, all right? And it's linked to over 2,000 internal processes. So with that, we need the sunlight to actually convert it. And when you're getting that morning sun, it's got more to do with getting it on our face. And you don't have to look directly at it, but getting it on our face. Now, the red spectrum, all right, that sunlight is so good for us. It actually is good for our bones. It's good for our skin. It's good for our immune system. And when we don't get it, we suffer. What getting the morning sun does also is it triggers the melatonin. You know, your body creates two different kinds of melatonin, and one of it happens like in the brain in the pineal gland, and that has more to do with your sleep cycle. All right, so by getting the morning sun, you're resyncing your natural sleep-wake cycle, your circadian rhythm, with that of the natural world. Now, in this part of the world, at this time of year, right, we might only get like 8 hours of sunlight. Yeah, and then a peak of summer, it's more like 16, possibly even 18, depending on where you live. And that's such a drastic change. For a lot of us, the seasonal affective disorder, the winter blues, has more to do with, call it an ancestral mismatch, right? We're supposed to be exposed to a seasonal diet. We're supposed to be exposed to a certain way of living, not indoors, not avoiding exercise. We need the cold. We need sunlight. All right. So melatonin production, the other part, is part of your mitochondria. So get some sunlight and get some exercise. We absolutely need it. All right. So if you can't do that, get a full spectrum light bulb, at least expose yourself a little bit while you're spending time indoors. All right. Thanks for listening. Talk to you again soon. Get some sunlight. It's good for you. Okay. Bye-bye.